with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Let's go. 8:03 on a Wednesday. Beautiful Wednesday. This is the Lou Information Station live and on demand at louinfo.com. We're doing our thing today. Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Jansen, Matthew Rocchio, Jim the Cat Hayes, live on YouTube. Check out YouTube and then go type in Lou Info and then like and subscribe. Check it all out. I'm going to jump on there right now, see what's up with everybody. Seeing what's up with everybody. We got Tim Convey on at 9 o'clock. Comedian. Got some questions for him.
What do you got? What kind of questions?
I don't know. They just come to me, Jimmy.
Do you like hurricanes?
Do you like natural disasters? What if you? Yeah, I'm really into them.
You know, yesterday,
normal people do.
I made a mental note.
What?
I wanted to double check Rock on a couple.
Oh, son of a gun.
And
son of a gun.
Because Rock, I've had to admit to myself, is smart.
God, yeah.
Right?
God,
but we can disagree. But a couple of things stuck with me. Maybe he's in my kitchen. Maybe that's it. But I was like, that's a good one.
That's how my voice sounds.
But I was thinking about that explosion.
The explosion,
at the armament factory that you enjoyed so much, Cam. Because
I didn't enjoy it. I'm curious what the hell happened. I'm trying to save lives.
Disaster.
Trying to save lives.
He dented the table.
But I looked that company up because I was like, "There's no way." But that's the company before it exploded. I'm just telling you, it concerns me that you could be a military-grade armament factory in the middle of nowhere, because if someone it could be a militia, it could be a terrorist group. Hey, how do we get fully stocked with really damaging weapons? This. Let's go to this place in the middle of nowhere and take it over.
Also, you're showing the main building. You're not showing the front gates. Like there's a front gate system that's like locked and everything.
I saw it. It was, it looked like a used storage place. There's another view.
Right off.
Like there were no.
Those places are hard to get into.
Department of Defense contractors around.
Those used storage places are locked down, man.
You can never get in one of those. Say, hey, I lost my pass key or whatever.
Yeah, it is weird. 16 people dead, and if you look at the aerial view of it, man,
it's
gone. Not like one section blew up and it burnt. No. Completely obliterated. What the hell happened? Weird, Jimmy.
And as I was telling you earlier, another thing that makes me concerned about places, I don't know, it's not like I'm against them. I found it odd that it's in the middle of nowhere, and it looked sort of like a dentist's office in a strip mall.
Yeah,
a little bit. And like you could have a disgruntled worker at the post office, and they're going to take out one or two. You have a disgruntled worker in a factory with bombs around them. We're going to take out everybody.
What kind of bombs we talking? Bombs that attach to F-16s? Like what? I'd like to They
just said it was high grade.
I want to see
military explosive.
There's like how somebody kind of walks through and shows everything, like a walkthrough of this place. Now I'm really curious. What the hell was this place? How did it explode? Killed 16 people. Where's it at? What kind of security system did it have? Now I'm curious. That's all. Are people talking about it today? Sometimes when these things happen,
no one but us is talking.
I know. Sometimes these things happen, all of a sudden something else happens.
And then I had one more thing, too.
What was Rock wrong about it this time?
We were discussing
Why you got to phrase it like that?
We were discussing the cost of Panera, St. Louis bread code today, and how McDonald's is also expensive. And I just remembered he said a large quarter pounder with cheese. And I'm thinking, what the hell is a large? You get a quarter pounder with cheese or you get a double?
No, the large is the fries and the drink. That's the meal order you get.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The meal. You never ordered a fast food combo meal before, Jim? No. You expect me to believe you never ordered a combo meal at a restaurant and upsized the fry and the drink?
God dang.
Simmer down.
God.
Simmer down. You said a large quarter pounder with cheese. You didn't mention combo meal.
I said meal.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Did he say it?
I don't know, actually, on this one.
I was talking about the full meal in both the case of.
I didn't hear combo meal.
In both the case of
quarter pounder with
Chick-fil-A and a McDonald's in two different locations.
I do know. Rock went to a nice restaurant last night, and he saw some of the boys. The Blackhawks were there, including the con dog Bedard. And I go Say hi to him.
You can't.
But
mess
your
up these
tummy
people's
was
dinner.
Yeah,
You don't go. You don't do that.
Dude, listen, this is a night. This is the place. Listen, this is the place when the
It's the con dog.
when the traveling secretary for the Blackhawks texted the one for the Blues and said, "We're coming in the night before. Where am I sending the guys?" This is one of the places they send.
Yeah, no, I know.
Every team sends players here, so I'm not, and we go there a lot. I'm not going to be the absolute jerk off who walks up in the middle of somebody's dinner and is like, "Hey, can I get an autograph?"
Maybe if he got up and they were leaving, would you go, "Hey, I just want to say, hey"?
Like if I would have caught him at outside as they're all leaving, maybe,
You're right
yeah,
on
but,
this.
but the thing is, they probably go out the back.
He is.
Here's the thing. It's one thing to
You're right, Rock. My bad.
introduce yourself to a professional athlete. Maybe one day down the road, he'll remember you. You don't want to put it in, "Oh, yeah, you're the guy that interrupted my dinner."
Yeah,
That doesn't help you.
Like what's happened, like the most that's happened there is like one time I walked in and I'd been like doing the slew beat for about a year, and like Travis Ford was sitting there, and I walked in and he just went. I was like, okay, that's cool. The fact that he actually
Did he pick up your check?
He didn't pick up my check.
That would have been kind of cool.
He had money coming out his ears.
It would have been pretty cool.
That would have been kind of cool without you even knowing it until he's gone, and then they come around. You're like, "Here, check, please." Like, no, that's sir. He got it for you, including tip. You'd have to do it.
That was early when I was dating Rachel too. That would have been
big dog. That would have been big dog material.
Woo,
What if the con dog came over and said, "I got this," picked up your tab too? That'd been pretty cool. That would have been pretty cool.
I was eating out once with a bunch of friends, and there were Cardinals in there. They picked up the check, and I was like a hero.
Yeah, they didn't even say anything. They just got up, left, and they picked it up. That's what the big dogs do, right there. That's what the big dogs do. That's the first thing I noticed.
It's also
whenever I was starting to make money with these guys, I made good money, is they take care of you. And I'm like, this would be the coolest thing ever to do if I could do it back home with my buddies.
It's got to feel so cool.
It's the best feeling in the world.
It's got to feel so cool.
It's also like Monopoly money in them.
Yeah. Yeah, it still adds up if you do it all the time. God. Those guys make a ton of money. I wish I was
You're making
that.
$24 million a year and you pick up a $300 tab.
Yeah, no, I know. I get that. And if I was making $24 million, I would be picking up everybody.
And you know what? What we can learn from this is we do a little math like we were doing with the McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. That's why it always feels so good to just buy a round of beers. Because the $20 for what the $2,000 is for the the player. So that's why it always feels good to be like, "Oh no, I got this round. I'll get this bucket."
But you should do that.
It feels good to do that.
But you should do that.
It never doesn't feel good.
When you're with the guys, the guy picks up, you kind of just go on a rotation there. You know what I mean?
It always feels good. It's like one of my favorite.
Unless you're with the one guy
civilization
who doesn't
society.
do that. There's always a cheap son of a gun. Always a cheap guy. And he just brings everybody down. Always. I can't deal with that. And yeah, I don't pay for golf. We get that. Okay. Say what you want.
It's a big issue on the show.
I'm just saying, if you invite me to a tournament, expect for me not to pay. No big deal. All good. I pay at the country club. No big deal. It is what it is. I'm just saying. I'll entertain the people. But just hanging with that cheap
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You're like a regular guy. You're not you're Rock. And he's at the dinner and he happens to be out with an athlete, professional athlete. Rock shouldn't have to pretend to go to his wallet.
Hell no.
Okay.
You don't think I should? I think I should have to make the move.
Unless he takes care of you all the time, and it's a reasonable it's a reasonable bill.
There's a difference between someone doing it all the time.
Like I feel like I got to do the lean. I got to do the lean.
Yeah.
Let me reach for it.
You see me? You
got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
There it is.
At spring training one year, like when I was just starting doing more stuff, and we went out and Edmonds was with us. I was like, I'm not even pretending to pick up the check. I'm not even going to pretend to pick up the check.
You shouldn't.
That's fair.
You shouldn't. No way. But there is times like if my buddies that take care of you, if we're out for breakfast and stuff like that, I'm getting that bill. Something like that. But when we're all doing
or you know what else?
Seafood
if
towers.
you're picking up a lot, they should pick up. Even if it's a big one, just because you do it all the time.
Yeah, that's I now it's just like it is what I don't even do that much stuff for the people to pick up a tab.
I don't think you and I have ever been out to eat together.
Really?
Have we? I don't remember thinking I'm getting this.
You're right, because I would evaluate what you're going to get, how you're looking at the menu. I'd be like, "What are you doing? What do you got? What are you thinking?"
Right.
Yeah,
you would.
I'm hungry now. Anybody out there want to hook us up?
I'm
joking. I'm joking.
I think I got the last good banana at the gas station.
That gas
'Cause they were all
station's hit or
beat
miss
down.
with me. Sometimes there's
I like them. They're fine.
they're
there.
cool. Yep. They're cool. Sometimes somebody needs to come from the back and go to the front because there's a line.
Yes. They do have a lot
Come
of
from the
people
back,
that
go to the front.
when the bat signal shines, yeah, they don't answer something.
They don't answer. And one lady who's very sweet does smoke darts by a huge propane tank.
Women, they are hot.
But I'm like, yeah, what is that thing right next? It's a propane tank. Yeah, whatever. No big deal. Oh, Mike Schilt, go.
Mike Schilt retired.
Dang it, Cam.
You're the worst. Wow.
Mike Schilt, go.
Mike Schilt retired not as a manager, but as manager of the Padres. Second time in his career when, after success,
Mm-hmm.
he has come to the end of the road. The Cardinals, because of quote unquote philosophical differences, got rid of him, moved on to somebody else. He retired as Padres manager after a very successful run. Didn't go as far as a lot of people thought they might be able to, but it's happened twice for a winning guy. Now, I know him and I like him and I respect him.
Mhm.
Really good to me. So I sent him one good luck on what's next. And he sent me and now there's some stuff coming out. I didn't see direct quotes from people involved that maybe he was sideways with his staff in San Diego. Now, I watched Bernie Miklaus's take on it on STL Sports Central, as I always do. And Bernie had some great points about how intense Schilt is. So I'm putting two and two together that maybe that intensity doesn't just wear on Schilt, it wears on some of the folks around him. Just trying to put two and two together.
Yeah, I think that'd be fair.
If that's the case.
You don't think he was just a dick to everybody and everybody got sick of it?
I think he has a certain style, and while that style generates results, it apparently also grates on certain people who are involved or who are under his leadership. And it's not the first time we've seen this. I mean, we've seen a lot of very successful coaches who kind of get mercenary status because they go team to team and they have success with all the teams, but it's just whatever it is, their style, what they ask of the players, what they ask of the employees, what have you. It's not built for a long-term.
They have a shelf life.
Yeah, they have a shelf life, and like I said, there's great coaches across sports that have that way. I'm sure that we can think of a couple in hockey.
John Tortorella.
How about Keenan?
Mike Keenan.
Yeah, and he was an ass
And
to everybody.
But he had short-term success, and then it would explode on him.
So while some people want to point that out and be like, oh my God, this is a huge mark against him. It's just like that's to get results out of athletes and get results out of an organization. Sometimes people take certain tacks to find that success, and sometimes people are good at making that a long-term thing, and sometimes people are good at making it a short-term thing.
But I also think you need to adapt too.
Leader.
Those coaches pretty much don't exist anymore. Like these guys are different. You know what I mean? You got to adapt. I mean, how hard? I mean, I don't know how many people are coming out in San Diego and saying that explaining their experience with him.
That's the whole thing.
Is it the players that are complaining, or is it the people around them? That's a big difference too.
I don't know. But we also don't have quotes from someone.
Yeah.
So we're kind of look. What I know about Schilt is good dude, treating me great, big heart, and so I wish him well. We're just trying to diagnose what the issues are because it is sort of improbable to have the ends at his two stops as a major league manager after success, how it came to a grinding halt. So we're just trying to figure out. I'm going to give you what I know about Schilt is that good dude, really intense, like Bernie said, and always treated me well. But obviously there's some underlying things. I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, by the way, Matheny had some inner demons in terms of the way he managed when he was with the Cardinals. And I think he learned from it because he went to Kansas City, and from the reports I got, he was sort of a different guy in the way he was handling things. So good for him. And like that goes to what you're saying. You got to adapt.
Sorry, idiot boys texting. What do you think?
Oh, my bad, sorry.
But the narrative here, oh God,
What's he doing? Sorry, we're not.
Why?
What's he texting?
Why are we not putting the pod out today instead of Thursday? Cam, let me know. What do you think? Should we do that? And he's texting another guy that I'm not done with the pods because I knew it was coming out tomorrow, and then I'm just gonna ignore him. So that's what I'm.
So you guys go back into your podcast and retouch it, sort of.
No, I just listen to it and I call my guy and say, hey, edit this out. Well, I was a little too much on that. Edit that. Blah blah blah. Edit some stuff that we messed up on a sponsor or whatever. So there's editing that needs to be done. I like how my life doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The nice thing about this show,
it doesn't matter to him. He's above me. He looks down upon guys like me. I cater to him.
You're a seasonal employee.
Holy cow.
Cam, the beautiful thing about this show is whatever comes up comes out, and there's no editing.
I mean,
when I do mine, I don't know if you were aware of this. I do one called Serving It Up. Apparently, it's going to be changing names and moving to a different platform, which is good. But I just like it. Whatever comes up, comes out. Like if I make a mistake on a number or kick a word, or
but you're safe.
Or someone
it's not even about
out.
Kicking a word or anything like that. It's about me saying something.
Drops out.
Somebody says something so damn controversial because we're on the edge and I'm chilling. I'm like, ooh. Let me think of the sponsors that are tied to the Blues, that are tied to that.
Lance Lynn drops more cuss words than a sailor on a 3-day pass.
It's not about cuss words. It's about chirping something that could be very sensitive to people and get us jammed up. That's what I'm editing out. Not me throwing F-bombs out. None of that cares. Who cares? Anyway, what the hell was I going to say? See?
That's why I asked you to tell us about it.
God. The narrative in St. Louis was, for not everybody, but I just, you read comments and whatnot where people are saying and calling in and was that he disagreed with Mo and Mo didn't accept it. So that's why Mo fired him. And Mo knew that wasn't the case. And he still ate it and kept it a secret. I give him all the respect in the world.
He took the bullets.
Damn right he did. And he didn't have to for years. Mo, what's up then? And he gave you a nice little card, didn't he?
He gave me a nice little card.
Great handwriting. I mean, it's unbelievable. That gives me, I have a lot more respect for him, man. Just little things like that. I don't know.
He took all the bullets.
Oh, you watched that game last night?
I did.
Pretty cool. First pitch of the game. Boom.
The first thing that
Yamamoto.
The first thing that stuck out to me is I enjoyed watching that. The knock against baseball, there's not enough scoring. When there's like a pitching clinic like Yamamoto put on, or Snell the night before, I love watching that.
Yeah.
But some people
do
don't.
People bitch about that? I like it.
Yeah. Oh, they want to
games quick, like boom,
see
up there.
8-6 game.
Nah, I don't mind that because when something does happen, it's that more meaningful. I don't know. I like a good pitching duel.
And also, people love to hate on the Dodgers.
Rightfully so.
Why?
Because they win. That's why. It's like they hated, the Red Wings when they were winning. Blackhawks started to hate them all the time.
I got no love for the Brewers. I mean, I don't dislike them. Like I dislike the Cubs. I have disliked them.
I like teams that go all in and spend money to succeed. I like that.
So you like the Dodgers?
Yeah, I don't mind. I want them in there.
No, you said you didn't.
I understand why people don't. I do like them.
All right.
And I like the Mariners too.
Rock, let me ask you this. You're a guy that enjoys a little baseball. As I know you're typing some, so I'm going to go slow and fill some time.
I can hear.
Here's the thing to me. I understand that people want to see different teams. Like Seattle's nice. Throw them in there. But if it doesn't have in the Final Four Yankees or Dodgers, doesn't it feel like maybe we're getting a fake postseason? You know what I mean? Like it legitimizes the postseason when you have one of the big boys in there. At least one.
I would. The things that I would trade to watch the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Cubs, the Red Sox all win 40 games one season is a lot of money, Jim. I would love to watch those franchises wallow in absolute just a pile of horse manure.
Because of their wealth?
It would make me so happy if just all of these dumb franchises just have to pay $300 million salaries to guys who are just having their feet kicked up as they have their arms worked on, because I don't want them to have bad injuries, but I mean, I want them to get their full $80 million contracts while not pitching a single inning for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm sick and tired. I called them inevitable here. If we want to do a whole, Marvel thing, I want somebody to snap and turn the Dodgers into dust.
Gosh,
I'm sick and tired of this.
Now, would this be the Communist Manifesto for baseball fans? Maybe.
I believe so. Yeah, maybe.
Man. Ay. Get him in. Good morning, gentlemen. Missed all you guys yesterday. Science, what's up, baby? And then, of course, Rooster's like, Science, Ed was on yesterday, so you didn't miss much. I liked Ed's conversation yesterday. He's a very interesting guy, and he's our boss, too, just so you know. Good morning, Deus. Did y'all get that Open AI show sponsorship yet? Rock won't let that happen.
Nope.
Rooster, he missed the one guy. He said 1,000 words without taking a... Okay. Andy has to be that guy. Alligator arms. Never seen him take his wallet out.
You're killing Andy on this show.
Let me state again. Cam does not pay for golf in St. Louis. Let's see. Cam, did you see your boy Frank is doing the first responders? Pretty cool. What's he doing? Cam, did you see what your boy Frank is doing with the first responders? Pretty cool. No, Wombat, what's he doing?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Let me know. We'll pump his tires. I'm gonna be on with Frank Thursday at 2. Y'all see that the trending video of Trump playing golf with his granddaughter, Kai. When is the Cam Trump golf vlog coming out? Oh, God, would I love to do that. I do watch that. She humanizes him big time. It's actually quite cute. She's a damn good golfer, too. They both are. I don't know, people chirping Trump for golf. Like, I'm watching him swing. Like, for 80 years old, he hits it right down the pipe. He's making 30-foot putts.
I think people chirp the blatant cheating is what people chirp about Trump's.
He pulls right up on the thing. It's hard. I don't know.
He pulls right up in the fairway after putting it in the rough, and then a guy drops the ball.
And they also chirp him for golfing so much, which is what presidents do.
That's exactly what
I don't care.
You gonna chirp him for not working hard?
They used to. Obama played a lot of golf and age. Do whatever you got to do
to be normal.
Hang
out with your granddaughter.
That goes for Obama. That goes for Biden, who was on the beach a lot.
I've never seen.
You ever see the video of him walking on the sand?
Oh God!
And his wife was out in front.
I know.
And let this guy.
I know.
But anyway, yeah, go to the beach. You have a lovely house in Rehoboth.
Doesn't bother me.
When
Go
you're
for a bike ride and fall.
When you're the president, you're working when you're not working. Okay, the stress never leaves. So take your time.
Take your time. Play golf. Do what you got to do. It is weird to see like a 3-hour video of something like that with a president. It's just interesting. Let's see here. Can I give a shout out to my boy Eric Johnson?
Yeah,
just got hired by ESPN. Damn.
Oh, did he? Good for him.
Yeah,
quick turnaround on having no job.
That is interesting. Like he hasn't had any reps or anything, and they're like, "Boom, you and TJ Oshie." Doesn't matter. You know, and he's an American boy. So it's good to have some
really nice.
Yeah, good to have some Americans up there talking about, especially with the Olympics coming up. I'm sure that has something to do with it. Because remember, we were bitching about that yesterday. They had PK Subban, or last year, they had Subban and Messier breaking down the U.S. game, being Canadians, cheering for Canada. It was weird. How about you're catering to the U.S. on ESPN. Canadians aren't watching that. Have a couple Americans on there. There's a lot of good American hockey players you could have on there breaking down the game.
Apparently, he's made a bunch of appearances on the Avalanche's local broadcast.
Is it? Did he?
Apparently, I'm reading an article in Colorado Hockey Now, and they're saying that he made a bunch of appearances on the local broadcast.
He's got the look, man. He's got the look. And, he went through a tough time. That stupid ass golf cart accident.
Why'd you do that?
I know.
I mean, you kind of derailed this guy's career. Look at his
Jim. Jim, that's not cool.
It was a bad scene. We all were at fault, including him. And
how old were you at the time? You were
22, 23.
You're the
I was with Jay McKee and Dan Heine, who were about 30, 31.
Yeah, okay. Now, I think those guys should probably catch a little bit more shrimp than they do.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it. We had both those guys on. We talked about it.
And McKee was a leader, so was Heine.
Yeah, they both wore A's. Oh, that was bad. And he got through it, man. That was like 16 months or something. Like,
yeah,
it was
but he wasn't
long.
the same when he was good.
I know.
But
And then a trade happened.
What he could have been.
It changed the trajectory of the organization with one stupid thing that goes down. So I don't know. That sucked, but good for EJ. He made a lot of money. He's a Stanley Cup winner with Colorado Avalanche. Ton of money. Played a long time. He's a winner. Now he's going to be representing the U.S. And
do you think hockey players generally are more humble than other athletes?
I mean, I don't know. The athletes I see around here that stick around for football and baseball, they're pretty cool. So it's hard to really. There's some cocky dudes.
Why hockey players, first of all, they come from some humble beginnings, in the middle.
Not necessarily at all anymore.
Okay. All right.
They're real wealthy boys from the East Coast.
But he also said when your parents have to drive you 2 hours to a rink and back, that's a lot of time with your parents. That's why they seem more adjusted. Now, who was the I'm terrible.
I'll give you another reason too.
Who was the guy that the Cardinals brought in from the Ducks, Korea?
Yeah.
All right. He was. I don't want to because he's a nice guy.
Nice guy,
but
really
he seemed as pampered as
oh my God, yeah,
professional athlete I had ever dealt with.
You remember him like he did the walk. He had Ray Halley take care of him like no other. Ray Halley was one of the trainers. Great guy, but that was Paulie's guy. He had his own guy. But Paulie would give him $50,000 at the end of the year, maybe more than that. So yeah, you take care of me, but you are going to get tipped out. You're making basically double your salary because you're taking care of me. Double the work, little annoying, but yeah. But here's another thing too.
Clubhouse guys in baseball get tipped out.
They all get tipped.
But they got a whole staff they got to take care of.
Yeah, so it goes.
It's not just one guy.
You got to, and the guys take care of those guys. They do. If you ever want to, Jamie, we were talking about this yesterday. If you ever really want to know what's going down with the organization in the locker room, it's the trainers that know everything more than the coaches, more than anything. They know every little detail,
and
every
they ain't
emotional.
sharing them with anybody.
No, they never do. It's a bond that they have, man. Now, if you're at like Maggie O'Brien's, you have a couple of, like they're going to tell, who knows, the stories will come out, but the trainers, man, they know everything, man, because those guys vent to them, including myself. You're venting to the trainers. You're talking to them. They're always around. I
feel like as they're working like the acid out of your glutes, just naturally you're just going to start spilling secrets. Man.
Not just cool. Medical trainers, the equipment guys too, that are just around you all the time. You know what I mean? You take them out to dinner. You let loose with those guys. Like they know more than anything, and they just keep it secret.
Tim Convey. How do you spell the last name, Ross?
Convy.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing the little tweet. While I'm talking,
the tweet's ready for you if you want it, Cam. It's all in there ready for you.
Okay.
If you want to copy and paste.
I'll
talk a little.
Watch me. Yeah. What's on your mind?
I'll talk a little bit.
Would you order
do both?
Why? I can't.
He can't. He cannot. We know this for a fact. Jim. He can't
it's not.
multitask.
I can't. It's not.
You know what?
Easy.
You know what? His parents should have had him on those long drives back from hockey games. His parents should have had him multitask a little bit more.
I was sleeping listening to Rage Against the Machine.
Can't keep it old. Can't teach an old dog new tricks on this one.
I can't. So I can't do it.
He can repeat the same word over.
But
and
I do
over
like it when.
So anyway,
when Cam needs timing. What's on your mind,
we got Cam,
Rock, tell me something.
We'll handle it, Cam.
What'd you order last night?
Louis, I always get the same thing because Louis is my favorite place. I always get the chicken. I know it's kind of crazy to go to a high-end restaurant and get the chicken, but that's because it's the best chicken that I've ever had in my entire
What kind of chicken?
Life. It's just a giant boneless breast and thigh, and it's got a super crispy skin on top, and it's just cooked in. The only way to describe the jus that they cook it in is that it's the most.
Just call me a Jew.
What did you just call Jimmy?
Jus. The jus.
Get human resources on.
So, what they do is they take all of the meat off the carcass, and then they grind the carcass down in an industrial blender, put it through a sieve, and that's like the base of this sauce that they have with the chicken. So it's just they take the most pure chicken flavor and dip the chicken in it, and it's the best. It's one of the best things I've ever had in my entire life.
Nice.
Not just St. Louis.
It sounds great.
It's like it's perfect too because it's boneless. You don't have to worry about working around any bones, but it's still super tender, like it was cooked off the bone. But like this in the top has this like golden orange crispy skin. It's fantastic.
Oh God,
it's so freaky. Every time I tell people that I get chicken at like one of the nicest restaurants in St. Louis, they give me a weird look. It's the best chicken I've ever had in my entire life. So good.
Now,
it's a popular place.
When you're there,
good.
do you ever, it's you and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Do you ever bring some of your Antifa friends and let them sample the good life, or is it just you two?
Just us.
All right.
We've gone to some bigger dinners with some friends. I don't know if any of us are Antifa.
Yeah. Do you think Antifa exists?
I mean, I think there are groups that are anti-fascists.
No, but the group.
The group.
You know what he's
I
asking.
think Antifa exists.
There's an organization called it. Yeah.
I know there's people that said it doesn't. I'm like,
well, there's a lot of politicians that say
that's what I'm saying.
It's a thought.
No, usually what we bring, sometimes we'll bring a bottle, pay the corkage fee.
So they don't sell booze there?
Oh, no,
they have a bar right there.
They have an incredible wine list.
Yeah, I went there with Biz and those guys, spitting chick with
I
Joey.
get the same cocktail every time I go. They got a little mezcal cocktail that I like a lot.
But you could bring your own wine?
We have before.
Do most restaurants, big restaurants, do that? I don't even.
Yeah, you pay a corkage. You pay a corkage.
So
fee. You can bring in your own bottle of wine and you just pay a corkage fee. They charge.
I know
you
in
for
Jersey that was the case because
Yeah.
a lot they didn't get their liquor license. You just go down to one of the little PB whatever the hell and you.
Yeah, you can bring it. Yeah, you can bring a bottle. We've only done it once.
I kind of like that.
I'm being honest.
Way more. If I'm a restaurant,
No. I mean, it's a good way to do it. Like, what happened was
you just
we
get
got
upcharged like
we
no
got
other.
gifted a super nice bottle of wine.
Yeah.
We didn't want to just use it with the food that I was cooking at home because I cook a little bit, but I'm not the skill of the chefs at Louis. So it was like we want this really nice bottle of wine to go with a really nice meal. So we'll bring it with us.
Isn't it funny the importance of a sauce?
Dude, it changes everything.
Everything. I'll give you an example. All right, it's a fast food that I happen to like that most people don't. I like Arby's roast beef because
Lion's choice. I like
because I like the Arby's red sauce.
Because you're a St. Louis man.
It's really good, and I douse it in that, and then I could have put it on a dead pigeon, and it would be delicious.
Do you know how long how long
it
it takes to probably make that sauce? If you went back in the kitchen and saw the chef,
I literally.
It's so many things.
I was getting like every time we were going, and finally I pulled the waiter. I'm like, listen, can I make this sauce at home? And she looked me straight in the eyes and just goes, do you own an industrial strength blender? I go,
exactly.
No, why? They go, well, the first step is we take the chicken carcass and we grind it through an industrial strength blender. And I go, well,
nope.
Okay, I'm coming here.
I mean, that's what makes it. That's what I'm
honestly,
saying.
All I want in life. People like talk about status. Rachel's jokes about how I need to get famous so that she can meet Andy Cohen. I want to become famous enough that Louis will sell me just a little container of the chicken sauce that I can take home and use whenever I want to. That's honestly the only level of fame I care about at this point in my life. I just want them to think enough of me to sell me.
They could sell that for a lot of money.
Oh, it's so good.
Do you realize? I mean, that's why I go on YouTube
mind.
and I watch some of these guys and they have a camera in the back of these nice restaurants. And like you see the sauce, like, oh, they probably put no. Like all day they're making this sauce, like this little stuff, and they got to do this and reduce it and put it in here. And you got to brine the chicken and crush it all down and get just a little bit of juice out of there. Million steps for just a little bit of stuff. It's crazy.
Rooster from Birmingham says Rock gets chicken when he's paying. No, if I want, here's the thing about Louis. This is why I love Louis. You can go there and you can get out for just around $100 for two people because they have an incredible pizza menu. Because they have a big stone oven
the old school.
In the back corner. And so they're throwing around incredible pizzas. You can get a margarita pizza there for like $20.
Like the old school ones that you shove it all over back.
I mean, talking like big fire roaring one end, and then the rest of the oven is being used. Like we had the end space on the bar, so I was right next to the pizza oven, so I was watching him just cook the pizzas the entire meal. And like you're seeing him, he's picking it up and he's just like holding it over the fire to like get a little toast under the bottom of the crust, and he puts it back under the finish and he pulls it out. And so you can get a pizza there for a really affordable price. And so like if I was really trying to like save a little money, I'd get the incredible pizzas.
How much is it for a large?
Deal.
Because at a normal place
is one size.
It's $23 normally. You're
getting
more. You put pepperoni on that, it's more.
You might be right.
28.
You might be right on that.
I believe it's $21 for the margarita pizza. and it's. I mean, it feels.
Oh, you
good.
want crust? Then it's 40.
The crust is so good too.
Everything's expensive though. It just shot up, man. Like 28.
Especially those large
freaking
quarter
bucks.
pounders.
That's the meal, Jimmy.
I don't.
That's
That's
the
my bad
meal.
if you said it. I don't recall that.
Oh man.
When you order McDonald's, do you say quarter pounder, medium fry, medium drink, or do you say like I always just say like I say large number 2. So that's
I don't give
quarter-
a number. I tell them what I want,
I want
and
that
then
double
and
quarter
I will
pounder.
say make it a meal.
You don't use the numbering system on the menu.
I know.
God bless.
And then here's the other thing: you
I
go to
don't either.
This
McDonald's,
is my problem with Jim.
you go, "Are you using the app?" No, of course I'm not.
No doubt. I'm not using it.
And I couldn't really understand you
God.
saying, "Are you using
Well-
the app?" But I did remember it last time.
It's
So-
because the app has great deals.
Okay.
And here's the
Like,
thing: I go to Chick-fil-A a lot because we're right down the street. I cannot remember the last time I personally ordered Chick-fil-A and didn't do it on their app.
okay. Here's why I have a problem with that. I have too many apps. And then secondly, every company wants you to have their app so that you can do the things that they should be doing for your money
Like
that
what?
they don't have to pay anyone.
Like what?
Like if you have some sort of bank account and you want to make a change to it, right? You don't go to, they don't have tellers anymore anyway. Use
Your
the
bank
app.
doesn't have tellers
If
anymore?
you, no, I'll be honest, Bank of America,
See, this is why
few and far between.
I'm so glad I fled Bank of America like 22 and just got a local bank, local credit union. So much better because I can go to any of my locations in my local bank and
I feel like Eureka, these local banks are popping up in Eureka and like no one's ever there. They're everywhere.
There's too many banks. Look
Well,
at Manchester
it's
Road.
unbelievable.
There's one busy corner where there's
They're
3
building
banks.
another one right there.
And, there's a Royal Bank
And one of them,
like 3 in a row.
and
yeah.
Nick's Bank. Nick's.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No one's ever
It sounds
there.
like you don't trust Nick. Sounds like you're
I've
a
never-
little
You know what?
skeptical
It's
about
like
it.
the
Actually-
80s
actually,
in Miami.
I've never met a Nick who wasn't a good guy. Like Nick is a name that makes you think the guy's a good guy based on my life experience. I've never met a Nick that wasn't a decent guy.
I met a guy. His
It
nickname
isn't-
was Nick the Dick. Figure that one out. Cam, when we take you and Kate, will we get all the goods? We will get all the goods. The Cecilia
Salsitza.
pizzas to die for. God, I am starving.
Yeah, she got the salsitza pizza last night. It's got big clumps of meat,
Because last time I was there, I wasn't
onions, cherry
hungry,
tomatoes.
and we were just partying, and I didn't get to enjoy the food at Louis and
so
Demond.
good, man.
Oh, somebody chimed in and said, dude, Convoy is in the band Ludo and does the punk rock Christmas
Mhm.
stuff with Moon.
He's a convict.
Okay, Convoy.
Convoy.
Yeah. He was
Convoy.
he's
I
the-
said Convoy.
It's one of the jokes he makes. It's one of the jokes he makes in his special about how like no girls were ever trying to go for the keyboardist in the rock band because he's like, I was in a rock band and everyone cheers for me. He's like, well, I was the keyboardist. So I mean,
I don't know. Bon Jovi, that guy got laid all the time.
I don't know if you ever think about Bon Jovi standing behind the keyboard though.
No.
You
The
imagine
guy,
him out in
they're
front.
keyboardists. I know. I can picture his.
I think anyone.
But Ludo's
that's
a
in
good band.
A popular.
Ludo's fantastic. They have Halloween, which they always do at the pageant coming up at the end of October. We'll talk to Tim about that. Let him pump up with that.
Dude,
as well.
I
But
love-
mainly we're going to be talking about his comedy special, which he's part of season 3 of the Nate Land Showcase. Nate Bargatze has his whole thing, Nate Land Entertainment on YouTube. You can check out his comedy special. It's a lot of fun. He's going to come in at 9. We're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to play the song that he played. Play a little bit snippet of the comedy song that he played in the special. We'll have a lot of fun.
All right. Deep down, I kind of resent comedians
Why?
because they're really funny. And
'Cause they're
and
funny?
I think I am.
They're funny, and it's a
No, really.
and
It
it's
was so honest. Like
It's the truth.
Thank
no,
you so
I,
much for
I
being
get,
honest.
I get you on that. You know, like if you can make people laugh, people want to be around you. Like it's that simple.
Hey, I'm
including women.
funny too.
Hi,
Yeah, not really.
give me
Not really.
I want attention.
You do a show with 2 other guys that carry it.
Jim, you're funny.
You
If
throw
I'm-
a couple of dad jokes in there. Shut up.
But don't you? If you're in a place where there are some loud guys that are funny, like I'm usually a loud guy when I go, I'll tone it down and let them do their thing. I'll let them do their thing, and you know what I mean. So it's
Unless
like,
they come after you.
no, I'm just saying if
Then
they're
you
the, if
fire
they're the
back.
funny, then you kind of got to let them do their thing a little bit because they're controlling the room. You know. Okay, let's go to break. Let's regroup. Let me say something real quick. The all-new Audi Q5 Premium is completely redesigned and better than ever. It's Audi's best made better. Now's your chance to drive one home with a $399 financing for 72 months at the Audi Kirkwood. Embrace the effortless style and exhilarating power of the all-new Audi Q5 Premium. Take your chance and shop their selection of the best Audi has to offer. They got great selections. Go see my buddy Neil and the entire crew at Audi Kirkwood on Manchester Road, or shop the entire inventory online at AudiKirkwood.com. That's AudiKirkwood.com. Except the exceptional, badass cars. Somebody was chirping rock, and they said, Fancy Boy, Country Club, Section 113, Louis, Audi. We don't know you anymore. I'm going to leave it on that. I'm going to leave it at that. That's Wombat right there. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
The Lou Information Station, a whole new way to enjoy content, created just for those of us in the St. Louis area. It's a whole new way to advertise and promote your business. Reach out and find out just how different we are. If you're tired of one-sided advertising offerings, or your traditional media rep trying to shove digital marketing down your throat, visit louinfo.com and click on advertising. Or email partnerships at louinfo.com for more information.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. Embattled St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery has been taken into custody following a federal court hearing on Tuesday. Montgomery faces several charges, including witness tampering and civil rights violations. He previously pleaded not guilty and was under house arrest. Meanwhile, the Missouri Attorney General and city leaders continue efforts to remove him from office. An off-duty St. Louis police officer is challenging claims he refused a breathalyzer after a crash that injured a scooter driver on October 1st. Officer Chris Murray was arrested at the scene, and the state moved to revoke his license. He denies refusing the test, and a judge has paused the revocation. His next court date is November 12th. Dollar General is facing a Missouri lawsuit over claims of unfair and deceptive pricing. The Attorney General's office said the chain charged customers more at the register than prices listed on shelves. A trial was set for last week, but has been delayed. A new court date has not been announced. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll be getting sunshine today. High pressure is parked over eastern Texas, but it's covering all of the southern and central plains, so it should stay nice today, mid-80s. Overnight it'll be clear, low 60s, and then low 80s for the afternoon high on Thursday, and sunny. We'll bounce back to the mid-80s with sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, it don't get much better than this.
Yep.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
Lunchtime just got a whole lot better at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From mouth-watering wraps to loaded quesadillas to bold, flavor-packed sandwiches, Hot Shots has something fresh every single day, along with your favorite wings, burgers, and pizza that you know and love. And don't sleep on those Hot Shots tacos. Plus, if you gotta be in and out quick for lunch, Hot Shots has you covered every day starting at 11 a.m. Find your nearest Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill now at hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah, let's go. Sorry about that. Had to cough.
Happened.
It happened. Yeah, it does. You've been good today. Yesterday you were coughing a little bit.
Not today.
Not today. I am today because I just had this protein stick and it I went down the wrong pipe. God. Oh, get him in. Let's see. 314-590-3770. Check it out. Chime in all you want. Let's see here. Cam, trivia question. There are 4 NHL players left who don't wear a visor. Can you name 3 of them? Ryan O'Reilly, Jamie Benn, Ryan Reeves, and Zach Bogosian. Sit down. He doesn't have to sit. He was just asking a question. Oh, no, you're right. My bad on this. You're right.
Like he wasn't attacking you.
Yeah, you're right. I am sorry about I thought it was Hockey Bob, and it's not. Somebody, that's kind of why, Ask Tim his favorite Patty Dugan story. Legendary Westport Funny Bone server, been there since the 80s. Okay.
What does this mean? All I hear is wah, wah, wah. I'm old, wah, wah, wah.
What'd you do?
Degenerate Wombat was calling it, oh, great. Now time for the old segment. I hate apps because they probably can't figure them out.
Do you have too many apps?
Yeah.
Do you have too many apps?
No. He's probably.
You know what? You're a slave to the man.
No, he's more. I could see his computer, and he's just
more a capitalist robot.
We use 0.001% of this and this. I use 0.000 points.
I don't use
Rock used probably. He just knows more about what's going on.
You don't know. Use a lot of apps.
No. I'm just saying, like, you're way more organized with what you're doing on your computer and stuff like that than Jimmy and I are.
I do everything on my phone. I don't even know my password to get into YouTube on my computer.
Insane.
It's insane.
I do YouTube stuff on my phone.
Imagine we knew
I've done
everything
TikTok,
on that thing.
I tweet. I do emails, everything on my phone. I just hate it when anytime you're like, you're a customer for a business, you're like, oh, you can do that on the app. No, do it right here.
Right here, right now.
And if that's wrong, then I'm wrong. But I don't think I am.
Let's see here.
It was the other day I had to get my car towed, and literally the entire thing was just on a piece of paper. He wrote out all the information. It was like one of those things where it had 3 levels: the white, the pink, and the yellow. He gave me the yellow copy, and I was like, I need to email this though to my insurance agent. And I was like, this is the one time I was like, kind of wish I didn't have anything paper right now. It's kind of an inconvenience.
You take a picture and you send it.
Exactly. That's why I tell them, like,
how you do
does
it.
a picture work in email? They're like, yeah, picture works fine. I was like, I thought I was going to have to fax this.
We asked about the simulcast, some of these guys, and I didn't get this yesterday. When somebody chimed in and said, I'm really not a fan of Vitale on television. He runs his freaking mouth too much. If he wants Curbs' job, maybe it's time for him to move on, because he really interferes with Curbs' color commentary. Listen to John Kelly last night. No comparison. Vitale must go. Jesus Christ. That's part of their thing, that those guys go back and forth on different stuff. And I think you're just going to get used to it. And I thought Joey looked great on TV, even like between the benches when he's interviewing. He's got the look. He asks the right questions.
But let's be clear.
And he's very smart. He's a very smart guy.
Let's be clear, though. Curbs replaced Kelly.
Yeah.
Not
Joey's not going to be the play, but he's always going to be the color guy. Like there's not a
right.
Yeah, he's not taking his job. He's never going to do that.
And so to say I watched
John
JK,
Kelly.
no, JK's the play-by-play.
Exactly. Now Jamie and JK were different. They didn't have that much banter back and forth. They would do their thing, and now Joey and Curbs are kind of it's a feeling out process because they had a ton of banter
right
on radio. You know what I mean? You're just entertaining people driving their car. You're just trying to make it comfortable for them to listen and maybe laugh here and there and whatnot. So, and I go, okay. And he goes, I think FanDuel should get their crap together considering the last 3 seasons in Los Angeles, they tried simulcasting and apparently it didn't work. How ironic they go back-to-back broadcast teams. Then St. Louis goes to simulcasting. They could have got rid of Vitale and kept Kelly and then let them split periods go back and forth like the Cardinal broadcasters. Just my opinion. I love listening to you guys. Have a great afternoon. They could have got rid of and then kept Kelly. Yeah, but like John Kelly would
he does television for a period, then does radio. But then you're also talking a lot more money.
Yeah, that's a hassle.
And here's the thing about, look, I'm not even second guessing it because it's FanDuel, it's my company. But the cost of doing games now on television is so high. And then the landscape of how people access it has changed. It used to be you get a ton of subscriber fees from all these carriers that carry your cable channel. You don't anymore. And a lot of people did cord cutting where they're getting it a la carte, they're streaming it, there's different ways to get it now. So the landscape has changed. It's going to take a little while for everything to settle in. And then the next change is around the corner because that's how life is.
And you guys, you don't have to worry about Curbs and Vitale tonight because it's going to be on the ESPN game at 8:30, meaning 8:45.
Also, don't say you don't have to worry about them. I think they're doing fine.
Well, I'm talking to boy. Yeah. I think everybody.
It almost seems like you endorse that. I'm trying to save you.
Oh, yeah.
You're not endorsing that.
No, God, no. Those are my people, baby.
Yeah.
And John Kelly's doing great, too. He's doing all kinds of stuff, and rightfully so.
Can I tell you this? That I had an idea that I think would have taken off years ago.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
With John Kelly. Won't last that long. I came up with feature ideas. And John Kelly from the tub. And John Kelly would be in a glorious, luxurious bath with bubbles. And he would break down the blues while soaking.
He would not do that. Now, you know who would? Jamie. He'd do it in a Speedo.
Banger would too.
Banger would too.
Tales from the Tub with John Kelly.
I'll do it.
Do it. Hi, this is Cam. You blow some bubbles.
I need a new tub, though. I need a new tub, and that's an expensive ordeal. I went to a fancy restaurant years back. That's no longer there. At the casino downtown, I got my wife and I what I thought was a fancy bottle of wine for $50. The next day, I went to Schnucks and saw the same bottle for $9. I'll gladly pay a corking fee instead of what restaurants upcharge for wine. Spartan 44. You should have figured that one out, though. You got to know the $9 bottles of wine, and they're at the gas stations that I get sometimes too. And they're not as good. And the more expensive the wine is, the better your buzz is, and the less hungover you are the next day.
Yep.
Okay.
Telling you. So
I don't worry about it because I'll have a glass of wine a day. If I'm going to get drunk on some, it's going to be beer or like gin and tonics.
Yeah.
It's not going to be wine. Wine always gave me a headache.
Wine's good when you're just lounging and you're about to go to bed and you're watching the game. And if you pass out, you pass out. Like I'm not doing it at my buddy's house at the bonfire. You know what I mean? That's Red Bull vodka, baby. Woo! It is what it is. Okay. Well, don't go anywhere. We got Tim coming up next. We'll be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Joined now by the boss, Dave Green. Dave, we're building something pretty special here, but running a growing media company takes more than great content. Tell us why you chose Home Bank for your business banking.
For us, it's all about relationships. With Home Bank, we're not just an account number. We know the people there, and they know us, our goals, and where we're headed. That personal connection makes all the difference.
Greener, when you say relationships, what does that really look like?
They not only know my name, Cam, they know our business. And when I need something, whether it's a phone call or a text, weekday or weekend, morning or night, I get a response from someone I know and help with whatever I need.
That's huge. And for a business like ours, you need a bank that can move at the pace you're moving.
Exactly. We're in a fast-changing media world, and Home Bank has been a steady partner through it all.
Home Bank is a team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001.
Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank, they're your business partner.
STL Sports Central is St. Louis's first all-digital sports network, and it's easy to find on YouTube. Catch the Randy Carricker Show featuring Brooke Grimsley Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Videos and written content from Bernie Miklas, Card Central 365 every day, plus post-game shows after every St. Louis sports team plays. It's all at your fingertips on YouTube and online at stlsportscentral.com. Check it out.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News, I'm John Summers. Some serious safety lapses at a Tennessee explosives plant were apparently flagged years before last week's deadly explosion. 16 people were killed in the massive blast at Accurate Energetic Systems. A 2019 OSHA inspection noted workers were not properly trained on chemical hazards or protective measures. The Supreme Court's hearing a case today which could impact congressional maps nationwide. The High Court will hear arguments over whether the congressional map passed by the Louisiana State Legislature in 2024 violates the Constitution. The new one created a second majority black congressional district after black voters sued, arguing the old map violated the Voting Rights Act because 1/3 of the state population's black. The state's attorney general says redrawing the map amounts to discrimination and is unconstitutional. President Trump warns the U.S. will get involved if Hamas terrorists don't disarm. Trump told reporters he sent a clear warning to them.
And they will disarm. And if they don't disarm, we will disarm them. And it'll happen quickly and perhaps violently.
He would not offer any more details when pressed. Hamas laying down their weapons is the next phase of Trump's Middle East peace plan. Reports say Hamas has not yet agreed to disarm. Multiple media outlets refused to agree to the Pentagon's new press policies.
The Pentagon gave outlets until the end of Tuesday to sign on to the new policies that outline rules that could lead to journalists being deemed security risks and having their access taken away. NBC News, CBS News, and ABC News, along with Fox News and CNN, issued a joint statement against the new policies. They said the new requirements would restrict journalists' ability to keep the nation and the world informed of important national security issues. One American News is the only outlet that has said it would agree to the Pentagon's new press policies. I'm Mark Mayfield.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say: "We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always comes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. So visit strongtel.com right now. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. StrongTel.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown & Crouppen. 222-2222. 222-2222.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Soaring through the air at 30,000 feet, a voice comes on the speaker and wakes me from my sleep. The pilot says we need a doctor urgently. The pregnant woman's gone into labor in row 14. Nobody else gets up. I gotta do this by myself. I'm the only doctor, but I decide not to tell that I'm a chiropractor. This isn't normally what I do. Yes, I'm a doctor, but I barely went to school. I'm a chiropractor. So I pray to the Lord to give me some direction. Mostly I ask him, please don't make it a C-section.
Good. That's Timmy Con. I'm guessing he's singing that too. Yeah.
Yes.
Probably playing
yes, I would say yes.
Yes.
It's his comedy special.
And he's a musician, comedian, musician, on-air
good at
talent,
radio.
Good at radio. He's better. He's better than
Met
us.
him before. I'm not,
Timmy, what's up?
not sure.
What's up, baby? Hi, guys. What's going on? How are we? What up? You got those headphones right there? Let's see if they all work. What's up, my man? What's up? Tim Comby, man. What's going on?
Sorry I'm late. I live
You're good?
3 blocks away, and I still
Do you live in Kirkwood?
Screwed it up. I do.
Oh, nice.
I also had a real rite of passage for a father. I have 2 small kids. They're 1 and 3. And today, for the first time, 10 minutes ago, I was backing up out of my garage and ran over toys. It's never happened.
That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
Right?
It's a horrible feeling too, probably, right?
It is, but that's such a dad thing.
Were you like, is my kid riding that thing when I'm back?
I knew they weren't there.
You
So
know?
I knew there was no danger. I just kind of like raised a fist in the air like a dad. And I was like, oh my God, I thought about my mortality and came here to see you guys. How's it
We
going?
appreciate that, man. Damn right. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling out. So you grew up in St. Louis.
First of all, let's be honest.
What?
We're not that happy with you because we just heard the song that you played on your special. Very funny. So, like, we're kind of hack hosts that think we're funny.
Yeah.
You're a comedian.
Yeah.
And you're also skilled in music.
Yeah.
I know I've been on a dais with you before. I think it was TMA.
We've done some
and
stuff,
we don't like that.
You're just
Because
that
it
much
makes us-
better. I know.
It makes us feel inadequate.
You're here. We're here.
I disagree. First of all, I think you guys are real funny. I wouldn't have traveled 3 blocks.
That's right. I was gonna say
for just anybody. And second of all, yeah, I heard you guys play the beginning of the song. You play the song that I play in the special, which takes 90 seconds to get to the funny part. And I'm like, oh, it's really just me poorly playing guitar is all you hear on that.
I didn't want to play too long, but I wanted to give people a sample of it because it gets better from there on out.
Well, we got the C-section part. I think that was.
Oh, you did make it.
Yes, we got the C-section part. Yes,
that poor woman.
I wanted to get to at least the second punchline.
Yes, just another comedian talking about C-sections. You guys get it.
And we understood that this wasn't about you playing guitar. It was part of a comedic bit.
Correct.
So we understood that.
Yes. Yeah. You guys are
Yeah,
good.
we're not that smart.
No, we're not. What high school did you go to? I got to ask that question.
I went to Priory.
Yes. Priory. How do I think of that as a St. Louis guy? I don't know.
Yeah, break
I
it
don't know.
down.
What category do I put you in? You know,
You tell me. I mean, I'm a little bit of an outlier even at Priory, but I had a good time. But I grew up. I live blocks away from where the house I grew
it's
up.
a nice area right here.
I love it.
It's great.
Never thought I'd end up back in St. Louis, let alone right in the middle of Kirkwood. And I love it. I couldn't.
People
be happier.
bitch when they leave, when they're going to high school. You're like, I want to get out of this town. And they get out of the town. They're like, wait a minute, it wasn't too bad back where I grew up.
Absolutely. I just thought I couldn't make a living here, and I figured out a way to do that. And I have the small kids, and I'm running over their toys, and everything is great.
Yeah, so you
could use a deli around here.
Yeah,
Nice
they need
deli.
a good deli. They need
like a real.
Like
I
a
know
real
what you're
deli.
saying.
like an East Coast good deli.
Yeah, we've got a lot of sandwich shops.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So tell me about your special. First,
Sure.
how do we access it? But also, for people that love comedy,
Yeah.
like we do, we're just not good at it. Getting a special is a big deal. So tell me how to access it and how this whole thing came about.
Yeah, so it's on YouTube. It's on Nate Land. It's on his network. Nate Bargatze, one of the biggest comedians in the world, has this whole network where he's putting out comedy specials and other types of content, and it's all clean. That's if you're familiar with what Nate does. He's one of the funniest in the world, but it's clean. It's not cheesy. It's not lame. It's not for kids, but it happens to be clean. It's stuff that you can watch with the kids in the room, listen to the kids in the car. That's what he does. So I met Nate many years ago, and then Nate is involved in the podcast that I do. Nate puts out that podcast with Greg Warren, who I'm sure you guys know.
Greg. Absolutely.
Greg and I and our buddy Sean O'Brien. And so, they do these specials, and they asked if I wanted to do it. And went down to Nashville, shot it. It's short, it's easy, it's free. You can watch it real quick. A little bit of music, a lot of stand-up. So went down to Nashville. I followed. They didn't even tell me this until this day, but we're there. We're getting ready for the show. And I find out I have to go on after Yakov Smirnoff.
Yakov Smirnoff.
Yeah.
He has his own theater in Branson.
He
if
does.
I'm not mistaken.
He does.
Now, Yakov, any comedian that makes a living, tip of the cap.
God, yeah.
But no one brings up Yakov Smirnoff anymore.
Well,
but he does fill.
For a time, he was one of the biggest comedians in the entire world. Yeah, he's still got skills. Boy, you guys hate him.
So
I did not go.
I'm
how
not
I
that
thought.
familiar.
I heard
with him. Not really.
What a country!
I know the name.
Is he down at Branson? Is that where
He has a theater.
Yeah, he's got a theater down at
His
Branson.
own theater. So he's doing
makes a
very
killing.
well, better than us. So it's not a shot. Better than us.
I was listening to an episode of The Consumers, and I heard the background story of how this happened because Greg obviously was miffed because the way he tells it, he was pushing you when Nate approached you, he was pushing you to do it, and you were kind of like maybe, and then you came to him and you were like, I'm gonna do it, Greg, and he thought he took my advice. My podcast host is listening to me, and then we found out that it was actually Nikki Glazer's advice that you took to do the special.
Yeah, that is true. So Nikki Glazer I call her my sister in common law because she and my brother have been together for over 10 years. And I said, I don't think I'm ready to do the special. I don't want to do it yet. Greg said, what? You're crazy. You got to do it. But I'll support you. And then, Nikki, I changed.
Why wouldn't you think you'd be ready for it though?
I don't know. There was just a lot going on. I had just left my full-time job to do this. And I thought, hey, if I can get more reps, but it's just 15 minutes. So in the end, it was the best decision I could have made. And I'll always be grateful to
How long did
Nikki
it take you to write it out?
Well, it's a lot of material that I've been doing for a while. So I'm 11 years into stand-up actually. So it was more about just narrowing it down to what is going to be right for sort of the Nate audience. And then, having the guts to do that music thing too, which I still am ambivalent about, but people seem to like it. So
what are the nerves like before a big show for someone who's, been grinding for a while? What are the nerves like when it's like,
yeah, you're really just hoping like that the audience is good. It was a Tuesday night, which can go a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get in the room usually and you know it's okay. And a few comics went on before me, including Yakov. And so I was like, oh, this is a great crowd. I'm just going to go and have fun. Leading up to it, the weeks ahead of it, crazy. Especially like we shot it in the summer. So I was running that set for a bunch here in town at different clubs. And sometimes summertime, these clubs it's just not like the best audiences. It's right about this time of year it settles in and it's just everything's fantastic.
Why is that?
Because it's summer. People aren't going to comedy clubs as much as they probably should be. And it's hot outside and it just isn't the same vibe. It's great. So I'm running that set and I'm like, what am I? And I'm doing okay, but not like I'm 11 years in and this is my greatest 15 minutes. I'm like, what are we doing here? And then that set, that room, Nashville, the whole thing came together. Felt great.
That's why I respect comedians, because I can't think of anything outside of like relief pitcher comes in, bases loaded. You could be a musician and you're playing and you can't really tell if the crowd's into it. A comedian, you know right away whether it's working or it's not. And if it's not working, then you got to figure something out on the fly. So that's right. I mean, that's the game.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. You're right. Having done a bunch of music and other things, it's the one where you kind of cannot fake it. And you see a lot of people get into this and learn pretty quickly they're not funny in a very painful,
humbling
way.
experience.
Yes.
Hey, can you go into a crowd and just look at the crowd and be like, oh boy?
Yeah, I mean, you watch like if there's comics going on before you watch how that's going and you kind of know. I mean, sometimes you have to put yourself in a positive state of mind and be like, I'm going to get them no matter what happens. Sometimes it's intimidating. If the guy before you is crushing, you're like, are they going to have anything left? What's going to happen?
There it is.
If it's somebody with a different energy or something that's really just
it's like being in a band and going and somebody in front of you kicks ass.
Yeah.
You're like, oh boy.
What do you do? Yeah, exactly. And you have to decide, am I going to try to match that energy that is working or reset the room and kind of be a totally different thing? I mean, and as you do it more, you get better at just sort of it'd be as authentic as you can, as in the moment as you can, and maybe you'll come out on top. But yeah, it's sometimes sometimes you're like, this is gonna be rough.
Those pre-show nerves. Did you use like the same like mental routine that got you through the nerves when you're playing in the band? Did those things that did you lean on them for comedy, or did you have to like draw an entirely new like pre-routine to kind of like knock the nerves out?
I mean, I think I'm one of those. I don't like freak out. I don't get really nervous. If I did, I don't think I would have chosen to do this with my life. But it's very different. In music, you can kind of like, I'm just going to close my eyes and sort of get through this, especially just like I'm the keyboard player. No one's watching me anyway. So it's so different than when you're then doing stand-up. Like you got to pull out some moves, and it can be, especially when you're starting those first few years, it can be really.
Do you have
painful.
do you drink cold cocktails and kind of mellow out, or are you just drinking coffee like let's go?
I don't drink it. I don't drink at all. But I have to avoid. I can't get too much caffeine, or else
you'll get too
worked up.
Yeah.
Who are the guys that you listen to, like current or from the past, that you put in like your top 5?
Yeah, Chris Rock, Mulaney, Chappelle. Those are kind of my big 3. I mean, certainly Nikki and Greg, my 2 mentors, are both way up there for me. But yeah, that crew.
Who's not funny? Because can I give you no. I'll give you one who I like and respect.
Sure.
Here's a guy,
Joe Rogan,
and he wants.
I'm just saying, Joe Rogan does not make me laugh. His stand-up does not make me laugh. Would I sit and listen to him for 3 hours talk about dinosaurs? Yeah, damn right.
Right.
You're damn right.
Right.
But he does. I don't know what it is. He just does. Some guys just don't make me laugh.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I do agree.
I think it's really difficult, especially if you're as popular as Rogan, to get on stage and like test material. He's also so busy. So I
know.
I kind of think when he puts out a special now, it's like he wrote a thing and he gets up everywhere he goes. People freak out because it's Joe Rogan. They're laughing potentially for all the wrong reasons. And I think it's got to be very hard to craft high quality stand up when you're that famous.
How talented is Mark Norman?
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he's great.
I got to last time he was in town, he was at the Fox, and I got to open. And yeah, he's one of the best.
Cool cat.
It's so cool. Like,
seems like fun.
Unbelievably cool. Yeah,
chirping the whole time.
So nice. So those guys. So it was a show. It was Mark Norman, Jim Jeffries, and Dan Soder.
Oh God Almighty!
Yeah, I mean, one of the greatest lineups I've ever been, and I got to open. And those guys, I mean, there were 3 chairs at the side of the stage. All 3 watched me, and then we'd all rotate, watch each other, hung out afterwards. It was super cool. But yeah, he's one of the best.
Yeah, who else is a king dick right now? Is it Tony Hinchcliffe? Is he the big guy because he has all this stuff going on?
He's got to kill Tony. Yeah,
I mean that's gigantic, right?
Yeah, I mean just what that thing has become is wild. I mean, where you've got multiple comedy clubs.
Cam Patterson
headlining those.
Cam
people.
Patterson hit big there, and now he's on SNL.
I don't
Oh,
think
is
he's
that-
funny either.
Is that where he started?
That's the first time I ever saw Cam Patterson go big. He was killing on Kill Tony.
No kidding.
And then next thing you know, SNL.
Boy, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not watching Kill Tony that much, but I know what a phenomenon it is for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just unique, man. There's always something about. I mean, I think it's just everybody's talking about comedians right now. They're everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's kind of a boom going
Yeah,
on,
it's
and
great.
the industry changes.
Take
and
advantage of it, baby. Get in the mix.
I'm trying.
Damn right.
Where's the crowd work special?
Yeah.
Can I ask you about one guy that I like?
Yeah, for
and he's
sure.
kind of cooled off.
Yeah,
but I love him. And I was talking to another comedian, and didn't seem like I got the sense that other comedians didn't really buy into it. But Maniscalco, I love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No, he's.
I thought maybe I was onto some that maybe other comedians didn't.
Yeah, but he's
think
gigantic.
He's so big. So he has a special coming out that my brother actually produced that he did at the United Center in Chicago. But no, he is fantastic. I mean,
kills me.
But he's an interesting case too, because his fans aren't, I would say, people regularly going to comedy shows or comedy fans in general. There's Maniscalco fans. Like those are his. And
yeah, he's unique.
That stuff's hard to explain. I mean, Nate has that in a way too, where it's just kind of, I guess if you get that big, you're kind of beyond just people who love comedy.
Yeah, you're just an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well,
No, he's great.
What's it been like watching a guy like Nate come up from where he was and now just be as big time as he is, where the point where he's now putting other people on like he is?
Yeah, it's that is just a crazy thing, because I first met him I don't know 10 11 years ago. I remember seeing him at the pageant, and this is before we really had any kind of relationship. And Nate and I aren't close. He's the busiest guy in the universe. But yeah, it's wild. But it also just shows, I mean, he did that purely on stand-up comedy. Everybody else you see there's YouTube stars and influencers, and they're all out headlining comedy clubs, but that he did it just on being a great comic and just on each special coming out and being better and better, and people bringing their friends to his shows. That doesn't happen a lot, and it's pretty cool to see. And I think it's going to last as well. I think he gets to do this. I think he gets to play arenas for as long as he wants. It's pretty awesome.
These clips pop up on my phone all day, every day, of just clips of comedians dealing with different things. Either they're funny or somebody in the crowd's doing something. Like, have you been in that situation where it's either a guy or whatever it is, and they're not into it, then they're loud, then they're drinking too much, and you kind of have to like put your foot down, like, okay, shut up, right? And maybe get the crowd against them, and then eventually you get them booted out. But how much leeway do they get?
Yeah, it's different every time, and it's going to be different in every club you're in. Some of these clubs, like, they're barely patrolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like there isn't
like Cole's
security.
patrolling it.
Our old
That's our
board
buddy,
op was security in a comedy club.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He couldn't secure himself.
Exactly. I know.
There's a lot of that. Or like security is really just comics who aren't working that night. And they throw on the and you're just like hoping for the best. So, I mean, different rooms, it's kind of different. But for the most part, I mean, there's one time I had to get somebody kicked out, and it was here in town. It was at the Westport Funny Bone, and this guy was just, hecklers are fine. So many times the people think they're helping you, or they're just excited to be there, and you just kind of deal with it, put them in their place, whatever it takes. But sometimes you'll get somebody who's just like, I am going after this guy, and that's what I had. This guy was just wouldn't stop, and I was like, all right, that's it. Let's get him out of here, and nothing happened. It was a completely packed comedy club. I've never done it in my life. I'm 6-7 years into comedy. I'm like, all right, guys, let's get this guy. I put my hand on my hip and kind of strike a pose and wait. And nothing happened. They were all out on a smoke break. So I get back on the mic and I go, guys, Eric. And the whole audience thinks it's hilarious.
It worked out. Sometimes it works out.
So it's like, all right, I guess they're not on duty tonight. And eventually they got the guy. And then the audience, I think they felt so bad for him. But I'm like, I'm never going to ask to have somebody kicked out ever again, because it was completely humiliating.
But it worked out in the end because people left.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, but you have to realize, too, in the moment, that's really funny in a way.
It was so...
You're waiting like
it was
this?
so funny.
Like you got the power.
Yes, because so many times I've been like, should I get this guy kicked out? Should I get this guy kicked out? And I was
no.
like, here it is. It's my chance. And I just kind of put the mic down and strike a pose.
Honestly,
it's my time.
You couldn't have written that better.
No, I know.
It's great.
But I also learned a valuable lesson. Like, don't do it. Because sometimes they're not even going to be there. So deal with it yourself. Do whatever you have to do. but do not ask to get them kicked out.
Let me ask you about another guy, local.
Yeah.
That you mentioned, Greg Warren.
Sure.
I watch his specials.
Don't
I've
care
seen him
for
in
him.
clubs a couple. It's a great answer. It's a great answer. Like, to me, I look at that guy and I go, I'd put that guy in a sitcom as like the hapless neighbor or something.
Yeah.
But what's it like? Like, what's he? Don't you think that? Like, Greg, the hapless neighbor.
I immediately went to him being Wilson in Home Improvement.
Right. Yeah.
Just barely over the hedge.
Yeah.
He's not a lead. He's not what you would call a heartthrob. He's not a leading man, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
He yes, no, I agree. I mean, he's the best. If people don't know him, Greg Warren from right here in Kirkwood. And is just, I mean, you know, I hate the term blowing up, but things are going real well. He's actually got some really big stuff he's going to be announcing, I think, in the next couple of days. But he has multiple specials out all over the place, and yeah, he is. I mean, honestly, he's as good as anyone who's out there doing it right now. He is that good, and you know, he is such a character. You're right. I think he's always, you know, there's always auditions and people calling, and he only wants to do so much. But because similar to Nate, his stand-up is so good. People respond to that so much. He's a guy who's putting together a new hour, you know, almost every year, which is unheard of. So, I mean, I think he just is staying in that lane. It continues to work for him. But, I mean, if a hapless neighbor role came out, I'm sure he'd do it.
When you put together a new show, like how much time does it take where you're like locked in a room or something? You got kids now. Because I know, like, it takes a long time just to do like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, I'm talking fresh stuff. How long does it take you to write that or create that?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different depending on how much time you actually, you know, sort of put your head down and write. Some ideas come real quick. The first time you hear it in your head, you say it on stage and it works. Some ideas you might do 10 times and you have to change it, and you change the things, and then you're trying to expand it. So it's completely different for everybody. My practice is sort of anything funny happens in my day, I make a note of it, and then I have that time every day to sit down and write stand up, and I'll go to those ideas and go, how do I translate that funny thing into something for the stage?
Dude, you could be an actor too, right? I mean, you don't think you can act in a sitcom? Dude, I
appreciate it.
I'm just telling you.
No,
comedians could do that. You just throw it in the spot. You know, I don't know.
I could play like myself, but I think acting is hard, like real acting.
Yeah, but you would play yourself because you're already a comedian,
Well,
right?
I'll
Like
take
you would
it.
be the funny Nate, just like Jim said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would do it.
I think that would
Greg
come pretty
Warren
easy
would be
for
the
you.
hapless neighbor who has all these issues. I think that fits him perfectly.
Yeah.
What would your character on a sitcom be?
Leading man, Jim.
I got look,
I'm
baby.
the dad who just backed over his kid's stuff.
Do people
exactly.
in comedy, when somebody brings up acting, do people in comedy use New in Town as like a shorthand for, yeah, great comedians can get the show deal, and it can completely flop on its face? Because Mulaney's sitcom was, I love John Mulaney. It was a rough watch.
Totally.
Bottom line.
Why he didn't.
John Mulaney's New in Town. Yeah, they got like 6 episodes in, and they pulled
really?
the plug on. And he had Martin Short as like the buddy neighbor, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, so it's so funny because that used to kind of be the formula, to the point, and we talk about this a bunch, where guys would go do their late night sets, and it was basically like, in 6 minutes, they would lay out a premise for what their sitcom would be. And a lot of times it would happen. So you still see, you know, Mulaney and different people kind of translate their act to this sitcom, and it doesn't work.
I guess, yeah. What do you think of Theo Vaughn? Because right now, a lot of people look at him like he's just kind of a goofball, but I think he's very intelligent. He just has his shtick and he uses it. I think he flopped too on his new.
Yeah, he was recording a special and didn't go great, apparently.
Is he that talented? What do you think of Theo Vaughn?
I'm not super. I mean, I certainly know who he is, but I can't say that I've logged a bunch of time with his stand up or anything. And I see his clips and they make me laugh. But yeah, I don't know a ton.
He's kind of got a unique thing to him. You know, he's still different. He's just different.
Leans into the Southern thing, and I just don't. I'm not in that world so much.
I get you.
Speaking of the podcasting game, consumers can find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, Consumers, produced by Nate. Same thing. It's you can listen with your kids in the car. You know, again, not cheesy or lame. Every week we do a new brand. So we'll pick like Oreos or Gatorade or Southwest Airlines and do kind of the history of it. We get a ton of things wrong and end up basically just insulting each other. But it's really fun. You kind of learn some stuff and listen to us make fun of each other.
And then obviously you have stuff going on still with the music. Back in August, you had Can You Feel the Punk Tonight? And now you have coming up here on October 24th, Halloween is in full force again, correct?
Yeah, next week, 24th, 25th, 26th, we're at the pageant. It's our annual. Ludo only basically exists to play these shows, and it's so fun. We're playing "You're Awful, I Love You," which was the popular album from 2008. We're playing that all the way through all 3 nights. So yeah, Ludo stuff, and then the punk rock stuff. Punk Rock Christmas is December 13th, and then a whole lot of comedy. Yeah, I'm back at Westport headlining in February, but those tickets are on sale. And then most importantly, watch that Nateland special.
Is your website just Googling Tim Convey? Is that the best way to find the full schedule of this stuff?
TimConveyStuff.com.
There it is.
Okay, a couple more questions for you, and I'll let you know.
That's why I'm here.
I know you live far away. Ludo, how'd you get into Ludo? And I love, one of my favorite songs is "Broken Bride."
Oh, thanks, man.
Did you that's about a time machine? And your girl died or something, you want to go back in time, but you went all the way back, and now you got the dinosaurs cruising around. Yeah. I got obsessed with that in 2005.
I've never heard anyone describe it so succinctly.
Oh,
and with such enthusiasm.
Is that not my purpose?
Yes.
Wait, did you just say that Cam described something succinctly?
Yeah, he did, though.
Am I wrong on that?
No, you nailed it.
It's awesome.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
He's back with the dinosaurs, and he has to choose between saving humanity or
Badass
saving his
song.
Bride.
Broken Bride. Check that mug
Yeah,
out.
thank you. Yeah, that's it. We'll play a bunch. We'll play a bunch from that as well. But yeah, Ludo started in 2003, and so we played full time until 2012, and then now we're back every Halloween.
Was that a grind, traveling, being a musician? That's got to be a bigger grind than anything else, right?
Yeah, because comedy, you're basically just gone on the weekends, and you're in one place, so it's more lonely because you're by yourself or with whoever you happen to be on the road with. Whereas the band stuff, you've got your band, you've got the different openers and stuff, but you drive each other crazy a lot faster.
How was your transportation? Were you guys making enough money to where you guys are pretty comfortable? Because sometimes, man, you're around each other, you can't get away from each other. And you hate each other.
So when it ended, when we split, there were tour buses and whatever else involved. But I mean, we were in a van forever, eating just peanut butter and jelly and
cheap crap.
Yeah, sleeping in the van a lot,
farting
of times.
and having to pissing in Gatorade bottles at times.
All right. Always late for a show. Cam, have you done this? Were you?
I did. Cam wishes he was a rock star so bad. No, I know. I talked to a lot of guys, I used to, just always chat with bands and stuff like that.
He pees in Gatorade bottles.
I know the game. It's a grind before you hit it.
Players have to do that?
No, hell no. We're fancy.
Yeah, you guys are real fancy.
We got fancy.
See, and I'd have given anything just to do that for a couple of years.
Yeah, it's a grind too, I guess. Yeah, I think about it.
But no, we did the stuff, man, where it was coast to coast and living in a van, and you don't know if you're gonna get to the next gig, and you gotta sell so many CDs, you're not gonna have enough gas to get to the next play. Did all that stuff.
Yeah.
But played wherever they would take us, and hope that maybe they'll give you some pizza, and then just kind of built this thing, and it started to go well, and then we got to do the major label thing, and they're flying you around, and you're playing you're playing the Final Four with the Roots and Fall Out Boy, and then you're playing the Kentucky Derby, and we did the Tonight Show, we did Kimmel, we did the whole thing. And then it all ended
because of you guys got too pissy with each other, and it just was too much. When you were starting to go,
too many Gatorade bottles, man.
It built up so much.
Yeah. I mean, yes, we finally had some success and all had different ideas about what the next steps would be, both creatively and in terms of our lives. So we never officially broke up, but just kind of stopped and then picked things back up in 20 years.
Wasn't the lead singer thinking that he was all that, and it wasn't a team or you're asking to make it worse. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, Billy Corgan, all those guys kind of go through that too.
Sure.
Yeah,
no, it was just, like you said, too much time. It was so intense. None of us had anything else in our lives except for that band. And as a result, your whole life is you're riding the waves of the success of that band, which you can't always control. And, you nailed it. Just too much time on top of each other. You're each other's business partners, best friends, creative partners. It got very intense.
You're okay now, though. Everyone's.
Yes, for sure. And we're all, we have families, we have other parts of our lives, other things that we do. So we really, we're grateful to appreciate each other and all the success that we had.
Because we're going through that here. Rock thinks he's the headliner.
And he's the lead singer. He writes all the music. Eventually, he makes more money than us.
They'll understand eventually.
Yeah. Cam's got lead guitarist energy. I'm feeling that.
I want to be a lead singer.
You do?
I was obsessed with Pantera. I liked Phil Anselmo. Now, is he a little crazy? Yeah, I understand that.
100%.
But I loved his stage presence, baby, back in the day before he did all the heroin. That was my guy.
Do you yet? Can you yell like that? Can
No.
you do what Phil can do?
I know exactly what I do on stage.
Okay.
Physically. Okay. Now, I don't have the voice, I don't think. I do have a deep voice.
Did you clip him singing the other day?
It was
where you could play it.
I got growls.
I don't have it
down.
right now.
Yeah.
I don't have it right now. No, sorry.
Cam can't sing.
Dude, let's get you involved in some rock.
Yes. Look at this.
Yes.
I'm going to be a wrestler.
Finally.
I'm going to be a rock star. They want me to do wrestling too,
All right.
by the way.
Now listen.
I'm a rodeo. I'm a rodeo clown.
Can I get a role? I would like to be the guy from the record label that steals
There it
percentages
is.
from everybody
Yes.
else.
We'll get you a cigar and a suit.
That's a big thing too, man.
Oh, man.
Tim, dude, we appreciate you coming in, man. Good luck with everything, and
I appreciate
we're
it,
gonna keep
guys.
tabs on you and come in anytime. I know you're right down the road.
I'm right down the street. I will.
Anything you want to pump up or whatever like that, dude, text us.
We
Come
got
on.
nothing else.
We need you, actually.
I will come in. I'll come in whenever you want.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I will always be late, but I'll be happy to be here.
All right, Tim Convey. All right, guys, we appreciate it. We will be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website,
You're insane.
When you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. Embattled St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery has been taken into custody following a federal court hearing on Tuesday. Montgomery faces several charges, including witness tampering and civil rights violations. He previously pleaded not guilty and was under house arrest. Meanwhile, the Missouri Attorney General and city leaders continue efforts to remove him from office. An off-duty St. Louis police officer is challenging claims he refused a breathalyzer after a crash that injured a scooter driver on October 1st. Officer Chris Murray was arrested at the scene, and the state moved to revoke his license. He denies refusing the test, and a judge has paused the revocation. His next court date is November 12th. Dollar General is facing a Missouri lawsuit over claims of unfair and deceptive pricing. The Attorney General's office said the chain charged customers more at the register than prices listed on shelves. A trial was set for last week, but has been delayed. A new court date has not been announced. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll be getting sunshine today. High pressure is parked over eastern Texas, but it's covering all of the southern and central plains, so it should stay nice today, mid-80s. Overnight will be clear, low 60s, and then low 80s for the afternoon high on Thursday, and sunny. We'll bounce back to the mid-80s with sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Rock doesn't like nature. There, I said it. Then he says, no, I was an Eagle Scout. Fine. You don't like nature anymore.
That's not true at all. I would love to go camping. It's harder to find time to go camping when you're an adult. And
I hear that.
Specifically, I do love Rachel, but that is one thing I will never be able to get her to do.
Is go camping.
Is go camping or go on a float trip. I might be able to stretch glamping, but it's going to have to be a cabin with a pretty nice bathroom if I'm going to make that happen.
I'm not doing that to Kate either.
I'm saying
I'm not taking her in a tent somewhere.
No, not happening.
You had a nice little camper.
We
were looking at that the other day.
I'll do that. 75 G's.
We were looking at
I'll do that, Jimmy.
Like a van that's built out where you could sleep and has like a little tiny bathroom.
Easy to drive.
I
think it expands too. If you press a button, something moves. It just gets a little bit bigger once you're parked.
I would do that.
Yes, I would do that.
Not a giant roadster where it takes up 2 lanes of traffic.
The only way I'm camping now is if I got 4 or 5 of my shite kicking buddies that know how to survive in the wilderness and know how to cook and know how to do everything, and they're stacked with everything that we need. Like maybe my brother and some of his buddies, stuff like that. Some of my military buddies, I'll do that without any women. The girls, no. Kate, we're going to freaking a nice, beautiful place in Big Cedar Lodge, looking over the water. That's what I do with her. But I'm not going to take Kate camping on the side of a river.
I miss float trips.
I ain't doing it.
I miss float trips.
Never been on one.
Float trips are the best.
Until they're not the best.
No.
It's not even, no. Wait. Time out. That's not, you're not getting you know what in the woods, but you're going to be around 50 hillbilly boys that are drinking and they're psychotic, and you bring your girl on that float trip and they're going to be like, hey, who's that girl? Give me that girl.
Cam,
I almost got beat up so many times.
I've been on Who's All
your sister
times. And
I've
never had an issue.
Okay.
Mainly because me and my friends, when we go camping, we power Hoosier it out.
Do you have girls with you?
Yeah, we have girls with us.
I almost got beat up so many, and I had to stop doing it.
Tents are set up, and then we're 3 sheets for the rest of the weekend.
You go in they're all in the sandbar, and you got 8 miles to go, and they're wasted, and they're yelling at you, and they're who's the girl? Remember I told you Andy's with his like 14-year-old little nieces, and he's with his like brother-in-law, and those hillbillies were all. Tell your daughter take her top off.
What the
She's
hell?
14. I don't give a damn. Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
We've never had that happen.
Who's all?
Never had that happen.
Yes.
Who's all?
No. It does happen. Because it didn't happen to you. I am telling you firsthand, this happens a lot. These Hoosiers are out of control. That's why you got to go on a weekday. Yeah. Or the Blue Springs. Yeah, man. You got to go to certain areas because you'll get jammed up with the Hoosiers. Telling you. Take off your top. She's 14. I don't give a damn. Oh, God. Nope. Big Cedar. That's where I'm going. Or that camper that you showed me. That thing is badass. You just take your time. I'd go up to gosh dang Grand Tetons, find the little areas to stop, beautiful little spots where not too many people are. Go out. You got your little barbecue pit there. You have all your food. You got your fridge. The bed's comfortable as hell.
You can park it on the way to a place.
Anywhere. You could cruise into anywhere you want.
You could park it at the mall.
Easy to fill gas up. Easy to get in and out of traffic and stuff like that. That's the way to go. 75 G's? I don't know.
But here's the thing. Like, here's the power supply. Here's you change out this.
You got to learn the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not that guy.
No, yeah, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. It ain't that hard.
I don't want to drive anything that big.
It's not that big.
You don't like driving. Are you scared?
It ain't
Seriously,
that
are
big.
you scared driving or no?
No, I'm a fantastic driver. I'm a very confident driver. I don't mind driving.
Because he doesn't like a puddle.
I'm tired of driving
like ice
to get everything I need.
Because that's why you want to live in a city where you could walk.
I'd like to live in a more walkable neighborhood, yeah. A more walkable city. I'd like that.
What's the best walkable city going?
Oh, I'm sure.
San Diego.
I'm sure I could do a Google search. No, California is notorious. San Diego, especially, is notoriously spread out with not a lot of public transportation.
Didn't know that.
No,
Didn't know that.
You're driving.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I mean they have public transportation, but I don't think it's.
You live by Petco Park. They got a lot of stuff
in
that neighborhood. But then again, you're talking about a condo for $2 million in that neighborhood.
Okay. You mean the best weather in the world?
Yeah, like obviously
72 and sunny every
different.
freaking day.
I felt like when I was there, San Francisco was a good walking city. A lot of hills, but there's a lot of public transportation that can bop you around those hills. They had different lines, they had 4 different kinds of transportation. They had cable cars,
how's Chicago?
Street cars, and like 2 different kinds of buses. Chicago, yeah, you can get
ever
around
take
Chicago
the L?
pretty easily. Yeah, I took a lot of I took plenty of trains up in Chicago in my many visits up there.
Would you be concerned though if you made the
I like
big
how
move?
walkable Chicago is.
Yeah,
it is one of the things about that city that
it's still spread out, but it's also walkable.
Begrudgingly agree with him. Like, yeah, it's a very walkable city. It's nice.
It's a nice city, man.
Depending on where you
Chicago's
live,
nice.
it's walkable in the expensive
yeah,
area.
well,
But what if you're like, I'm going to drive, I'm going to only use public transportation? Then you do, and you realize that's fun. And you might have buyers. I'm just saying, you might have
Depends
buyers
on
more.
I didn't mind it going into the city when I lived in Jersey. You go park your car. It wasn't bad at all. Like it didn't. I know. Did I take
Into Jersey?
No, Jersey into New York.
Oh yeah,
and back.
It wasn't hard finding parking for your car.
Nope, not in West Orange. They had a nice
West
little
Orange,
get in right by my house, dude. Boom.
Are you a
You're 2 minutes
Metrolink guy?
away?
I take the Metrolink a lot. Used to, there were 2 years where I worked every home game for the Cardinals, so that was 162 Metrolink round trips.
How much did that cost?
Each one was about, I think, round trips like $350.
Oh,
maybe $5,
which is great. And I think on game days,
right there. I mean, you literally are 20 feet away from Busch Stadium when you get off the Metrolink. And I live down in South City, so I could park my car at the Shrewsbury end.
Yeah,
and so I didn't have to pay for parking anywhere.
See, Rock's done more things than I have. I've never taken the Metrolink.
I used to take the bus when I was a kid too, because I worked.
Oh, and the bus.
We
never done that.
We went to a pool. We belonged to a pool out in Crestwood, just off Watson Road in Sappington.
Well, you've come a long way.
You've come a long way.
So
Gone a long way, baby.
And so I would walk from my house to Chippewa, and I would take the bus from Chippewa all the way up Watson to Sappington, and then I'd walk to the pool from there. Seeing my county friends who would never take the bus with me back to the city one day, to this day, one of the most enjoyable, funny things I've ever had in my entire life. Watching my 2 friends, Tim and Sam, just be like, what is happening around us?
He ain't doing that
right
anymore,
now?
though, is he, Jimmy?
I take the bus now if I have to.
Listen, I've had some bad experiences on the Metrolink.
I'm 6'1", 250, though. I understand this is different for me. I understand that public transportation is different for me and why some people don't want to take it. You're
6'1", 250, baby.
Yes,
God dang right.
I'm aware, even though, to me, I see myself as a normal-sized person, I realize other people see me as a large individual.
Yes.
And I'm not, a threatening person, but, naturally, they're not going to – people are less likely to screw with me as opposed to somebody else. And so I'm aware that I have a little bit of large dude bias in this entire discussion. I'm aware of that.
I get that.
I saw a guy just pee right there on the Metrolink.
See, I've never had any issues on the Metrolink.
I've seen guys harassing other people.
I ain't doing it.
And that's limited experience. Now, I
Yeah.
understand that those are just a couple of incidents.
I know.
And I know a lot of people love it, especially game days for Cardinals.
Yeah, it's
a lot of people
it's
around.
convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
But I mean, the bottom line is like one of the things that jumps out to me when I'm in San Francisco is on just like the trolley car that carry 20 people. There are 4 employees of San Francisco's Department of Transportation on a trolley car that has 20 people. So, like, yeah, they have to put a security guard in one of those cars or on one of the trains 24/7, and they have to be diligent. No doubt about that.
Somebody
like that's the thing is like you can't just have public transportation and think, well, everything's going to be utopic now. No, you got to put security on the public transportation.
In
No doubt
today's
about
world,
that.
though, you can't just have a security guard. You know, like someone told me on the Illinois side of the Metrolink, they have cops on there. And if you have a cop,
that
on
makes
there,
me feel a lot better. You know, Cam doesn't have the hairline for a lead vocalist. That is so true.
You could wear a jaunty
No,
hat.
I would have to
wear bandana.
I don't have the hair. Or you could just be like Kenny Chesney and just wear a cowboy hat and he takes it off. You're like, whoa.
Also,
okay.
I mean, if you're a rock star, Cam, we're not letting you lose that hairline.
There it is.
We're yeah.
No, I'm going
if
to
you're
Turkey.
a rock star at 25, at 35, you're on the plane to Germany,
Turkey, and just get it done.
Hans Wyman, whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Like Steven Van Zandt, he just wore a bandana.
He did.
He's got beautiful, thick hair that
Now he does.
blows out of his back. It's gorgeous.
I think to Jim's point, I think it thinned out and he got some work done after
I bet
wearing
you
the bandana.
they all did. Dan.
You don't
did.
start wearing a bandana regularly unless there's.
When did he start doing that?
I don't know. I just remember seeing videos of him.
I don't know. God, he was good in Sopranos.
The best.
He was, and he's not an actor. He was so damn funny. He was great. And he struggled at times. I saw like a documentary of him. He's like, man, sometimes these guys are all actors.
Steven Van Zandt lost his hair because of a car accident in the 1970s where his head went through the windshield, causing scalp damage that prevented him from growing his hair back in certain areas.
Whoa. Interesting.
Did not see that coming.
Wow. The more you know, you know.
Oh, the bandanas that tell.
And then he says and then he started using the bandanas as a way to he says like he lost his hair and then he realized he could use the bandanas as a way to reach out to kids with cancer because they would always have bandanas.
Good for him.
I like him. They tried to do a little spin off of like something called Lilyhammer or something like that with him. Did you see? I
never watched it, but I heard Lilyhammer was pretty good.
It did. I don't think they have it going anymore.
No. I think we're in a couple seasons on Netflix.
But you don't think he's getting a check every month from Sopranos still? How much money do you think he made from that?
I don't know how that works because
I don't know either.
It's not being shown anywhere.
It's still on HBO. I'm flicking through the channel.
Okay.
It's still up there.
Lilyhammer did two seasons with a 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's not bad.
It was a pretty good season. It was a pretty good.
That's
show.
not bad. That was a Netflix thing, right? Yeah. But I wonder how much money he's making.
Well, put it this way: the people that were on Friends still multimillionaires just from the residual money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that was. Sopranos is up there too. It's one of the biggest shows going. Somebody said Boston's probably the best walkable city with good public transportation.
Boston, yes, Boston is an incredibly walkable city.
What about Philly?
A lot.
Philly?
I have no idea. I honestly,
it depends if you live. There's certain great areas that have a lot of stuff around.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about Philly
walkable
as well.
Boston's master. I used to take that when I was a student there for 1 year.
That's a great text.
The green line's great. They used to say. The orange
line was bad.
Don't ever go on the orange.
I heard that too. I heard that too.
So yeah, I've heard Boston, and I think Boston has the way Boston's laid out is very conducive to public transportation kind of working there. But yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not saying I want to live. I'd be able to live in like New York, partially because one of the reasons why big cities like that kind of freak me out is because they're older. So like a lot of the buildings are small, and so like they're built for people that are 5'7". And like, and I feel like I'm
the bathrooms, everything.
It's like
it's like England.
trying to like squeeze. Yes, because everything was built for smaller people when they weren't getting as much protein. And so like I'm 100% aware that there are a lot of aspects that would bother me. I think like I'd be like I love being able to walk and get this stuff, but like one day I'd be like, oh, I have to get 2 bags of groceries. This is annoying.
Yeah.
I'm dating a girl who lives on a 5th floor walk up. I either got to end this or lose a lot of weight. Like there would be obviously things that would annoy the living daylights out of me. But there's things that now that annoy the living crap out of me. Like
I
when
had a ton of money though.
Your dog wants to be walked at 2 a.m. and it's raining.
Never once had my dog want to be walked at 2 in the
And
morning.
some of the gangsters are on the corner.
Never once had my
Only
dog
when
want to
they're
be walked at 2 in
puppies.
the morning.
When they're puppies, man, you know. But now, they're sound asleep. They are sound asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's see. Babroni chimes in and goes, Rock, the mayor of Nottingham, Patrick says hello.
Oh, what's up, Pat?
The mayor of Nottingham.
It's the street I grew up in.
That's right. Nottingham, South City. Yep. Okay.
Woo-woo.
God dang. Nottingham's actually easy to walk around in.
I
Really nice.
love.
So nice.
I lost
a little different now.
I lost like 30 pounds, like 1 6-month span when I was still living with my parents, just because I would get up every morning and I just walk around that Southampton neighborhood. It's such a perfect neighborhood, conducive to walking around. Haven't found another one as good. Every other neighborhood I've lived in, there's at least 1 or 2 streets that do not have sidewalks. God, that pisses me off.
That's because they don't want you walking there.
That's right.
Just leave them alone.
And they can
But in
taste
your
me.
neighborhood, you could walk to restaurants and things like that.
There wasn't a lot of stuff down
Well,
in
then it's
Southampton.
not that
You
walkable.
have a bunch of stuff down on Mackland, which is very walkable. There's some restaurants down on Mackland that I didn't take advantage of when I lived at home. If I lived down in Southampton, I would definitely take advantage of them now. And like living in Dogtown, I'll walk up to Seamus, and I'll walk up to Felix's up there in like Tam Ave Bar and things like that. So there are some walkable things, but like the one grocery store that was walkable got closed like right before I moved in there. So like I have to get in my car and drive to one of the 3 Schnooks. That's all.
Same way with
equilibrium.
Soulard. They don't have
a grocery store
or a pharmacy.
They don't.
Like, I just want to be able to walk and go get a 12-pack of Coke. I don't want to be like, all right, get in my car, drive 15 minutes to Clayton to Schnucks or up Manchester to the Maplewood Schnucks. Like, they're all equidistant of like exactly 15 minutes away from my house. Nothing's closer, nothing's further, which is nice, but it's also not nice in a way.
Soulard does have a like Frank's or a little grocery store. So, but if you want real groceries, you got to get in your car. But if you wanted Coke or something, I'm sorry, Coca-Cola.
I was going to say, you can find that down there too.
Yeah.
Shocking that OSHA found problems. Hold on. You can arrive at 5 times. Okay. Sorry. Shocking that OSHA found problems with the training at the Tennessee chemical plant and the company did nothing. How are those 19 families sue the shite out of them?
It's either that or some sort of militia takeover.
That thing blew up hardcore, dude. That wasn't just one section. Incinerated. Jesus.
I just like Jim. I like give it up. The hunt for Red October is never going to happen in real life. I'm sorry that's never going to be truly realized in the moment for you, but it's never going to happen.
I'm doing
sub in Lake Michigan. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
World's a crazy place.
Crazy place.
You got these militia boys out in the middle of nowhere.
Didn't Russia had a submarine off the coast of Boston or something like that a couple years ago that they detected?
I think that was Hunt for Red Oak.
No. You remember? I think we talked about it on the show.
I may.
You know, I would write that down. Like, what are they doing?
One ping only.
It's scary.
There was, there was remember people thought there was the Chinese drone ship was off the eastern seaboard. Like,
yeah, but a Chinese
7-8
balloon
months
was
ago.
over my head in St. Albans.
It was a weather balloon. Get over it.
Oh yeah. That was a weather balloon that came down through Canada and went
weather
over
balloon.
through
Yeah,
all the
weather
nuclear
balloon. Yeah, it's a weather balloon.
Interesting.
It's a weather balloon.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. China is not trying to
Right
always
over.
pick up information. About
No, they don't care about us.
And the fact that it also hovered over military bases.
It was staring me down, Rock. Did you hear? Did you see my tweet?
Do
you not believe me?
I can't wait to watch that country crumble.
Do you?
It's gonna be so much fun to watch.
Dude, they were
them just-
watching me.
That country-
60,000 feet in the air. I'm filming it.
that
Like, what
country's
is
got-
it?
That country's got 10 more years the way it's built.
What
right now.
happened there?
Because
It's
she
gonna
said,
crack at the seams like the USSR.
watch Cam. We want to have awful radio in China.
Oh my God.
They went over Cam. They just go, didn't we have a chance to sign him to our league years ago?
Yeah, they did. I turned it down.
He said
because that's
no.
part of China. And you play in the K, there's some teams in China. I'm telling you.
There's some teams in China in the KHL?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Is there really?
Yes.
I did not know that the K in KHL just stood for continental.
I ain't
I
doing
had no
it.
idea.
I ain't doing it.
Is there a team in Shanghai?
Gerard Gallant coaches it right now. Gerard Gallant.
So Kazakhstan. I see a team in Kazakhstan. There's a team
They're
that
up and
plays
comers.
in Shanghai, but it looks like
Shanghai.
It looks like they play most of their games in St. Petersburg.
But they're still there.
Gerard Gallant is the head coach of the Shanghai Dragons.
Shanghai Dragons.
There's also a team in Belarus, and those are the only other countries that there are teams in the KHL. But yeah, apparently there is one in Shanghai, but I don't think they play a lot of their games in Shanghai, though, is the thing.
You're still there, All right, we got to go. Love all you guys. We will see all you tomorrow, and I'll see you down the game if you guys are going to be late night birds tonight. I'll be down there with you. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hot Take Central 2.0.
When you're building something new, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Big Toe Media founder Dave Green, and with our company, we didn't want just another bank. We wanted people who understood what we were trying to create and who were there for us every step of the way. That's why we chose Home Bank. From business lending to everyday banking, Home Bank has been much more than a bank. They're the kind of people who answer the phone, know your name, and believe in your vision. And the trust goes both ways. Home Bank doesn't just support our growth, they share in it. They take pride in helping local businesses succeed because they know when we win, the whole community wins. Business isn't just about numbers, it's about relationships. And with Home Bank, those relationships make all the difference. Home Bank is the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank. They're your business partner.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted